Hello, Master Duel Central. How's it going, guys? So today, I want to talk about the deck that got me to Diamond 1. We got to Diamond 1 today on stream using a very weird deck. Now, I hear you. The first thing you might be wondering when you look at this deck list is why. Let me explain real quick. My idea was basically, look, we used to really enjoy that Scrap Raptor was a one-card Halka Fibrax. Getting that one-card combo with Scrap Raptor back in the day with Dinos really helped make them more consistent. We could just Scrap Raptor into Alimbertion, right? You go Scrap Raptor, pop itself, get a Chimera, summon the Scrap Raptor, go into Alimbertion. And off of that, you can set up basically like an IP Masquerena plus a full power super factorial, which basically allows you to get like a basic MATHMECH board on your worst hand, right? So like if you go full combo, as always, Dinos, when they go full combo, they go crazy. But if you don't go full combo, at least you have this option that's actually really strong and has won me games. So in this video, I just want to show you guys how good that one card combo is, as well as actually how good just this little MATHMECH engine is in Dinos. A really good advantage for it actually is that Dino boards are usually very susceptible to cards like Dark Ruler No More, Droplet, stuff like that, you know? So just that ability to set up the super factorial so that, you know, if they deal with some of your monsters, you can actually just go super factorial, summon 3 MATHMECHs from the grave, make a Laplation, loop some cards, and get an Omni Negate. It really helps with that recovery if they happen to have those type of board breaker cards. So I just want to show you guys some gameplay. You know, we're going to have live gameplay and then 2 replays, as I like to do very often. And then we'll go into a more thorough card by card at the end of the video. So yeah, let's just get into it. So as you can see here, we're currently on a 4-game win streak, and the last game I played was my rank up game. So we're just gonna go play a game right here real quick. Our deck is definitely better at going first, but it is Dinos, so you know it still has a lot of tools for going second, and we are running a good amount of hand traps. And yeah, we got Ash. I mean, not too bad. Ash, Baby, Archosaur, Pill, Small World, not too bad. And what are they playing? The one thing that's been annoying about this deck, and it's honestly the same even for regular MATHMECH, is like we lose to a lot of floodgates. Thankfully, we are playing against MATHMECH, so that's kind of nice. And they have subtraction and addition here, so that's not the best. If they don't have circular in hand, we should be looking pretty decent because they're going to go Alimbertion and we can Ash the Alimbertion. Of course, if they have the called by, that's not looking too great, but it's not the end of the world. So they're going to go Alimbertion effect here, detaching 2. We're obviously going to Ash the Alimbertion here. And if they follow it up with a circular, well, unlucky, you know. That's just unlucky. Oh wow, they had microcoder. Gonna link off with the microcoder in hand to go into a code talker inverted. This will allow them to search. They're probably gonna go for a Signet Conflict, I'm guessing. Oh, going for a Signet Mining. True, you can do that. True, that's pretty great actually. So Signet Mining, activate, discard 1. Yeah, okay. Discard Ash. That's a pretty big discard. Pretty good for us. And they're going to go get themselves a circular. Oh, well, yeah, they can send the Sigma. Well, the thing is they can't summon Sigma from grave now because they're controlling inverted. Okay, so they're sending the Diameter. I'm trying to figure out how they summon another MATHMECH while controlling circular in order to search the trap. Yeah, so go Splash Mage. Fair enough. I still kind of don't see it. You go Splash Mage. Okay, bring back subtraction. I'm kind of not seeing how they search a trap. Maybe they already have trap in hand. Maybe they have super factorial in hand, maybe. This, honestly, to me, like this version of MATHMECH running a bunch of funny tech cards and stuff is not as good as just running like a regular MATHMECH deck. Like pure. Yo, you're running Code Talkers and you're running the Salamangreat cards? Okay, so they go Balinks here. Search to the Salamangreat field spell. This seems like a interesting variant. They're just going to go Heat Soul pass. Bro, I'm saying, man, Heat Soul is overrated in MATHMECH, honestly. It's not good, bro. Like, what was that, bro? What was that? My guy went through literally a third of his extra deck to summon a Heat Soul in pass turn. That's just insane. All right. So here's what we do. We've got the Fossil Dig as well, so we can literally just go Small World here. And it doesn't really matter if they Ash the Small World. It seems like they won't. Okay, perfect. So we can banish Archosaur. And then we want to get to a Misk. Oh, actually, we could just banish an Ash to get to Misk. Let's do it that way. Let's banish an Ash. We can get a Misk from deck to hand here. Yeah, I was thinking of banishing a Baby, but really banishing an Ash is way better here. And they're going to go Droll. That's pretty annoying. That is pretty annoying. Thankfully, we already have the double evolution pill. That is going to change up our plays a little bit, however, because now we can't use the Fossil Dig. We can't use Archosaur effect. It does significantly limit our plays. I still think it would be reasonable to go Misk effect. I still think we're going to summon the Archosaur, just because we can go Archosaur and link off to set up our double evolution pill and get an extra body. It's pretty useful just if you want a free thing to pop with the UCT, honestly. You can go Linkaribo here. Yeah, Linkaribo is nice. Do I even want to go for the Secure Gardener? Probably, yeah. The real worry here is that next turn they can go into the access code. Oftentimes, actually, UCT is actually a pretty good card against MATHMECH in particular. So we might not be looking too bad, actually. So we're just going to banish the Archosaur from the grave and the Ash Blossom from the grave. Banish these two. Yep, and we're going to summon out the UCT. So, you know, this is going to be pretty good because I can show you some gameplay going second. Then I have a replay of the full combo going first and the full combo with one card, like with just Scrap Raptor. So let's go to battle here, and we'll go UCT into the big boy. So, yeah, they did get to plus a little bit here. It is what it is. We didn't really quite get to game. It's not really that we bricked, but we got drolled, right? So, like, our hand was really, really solid, but Droll and Lockbird is a good card. A lot of people are playing it right now. It is what it is. Let's see how they can play, however. UCT, you can't really sleep on UCT in this deck. Okay, so they're going to go Sigma first. So for me, I'm guessing, like, as soon as they summon their second monster, honestly, as soon as they summon a second level 4, I'm probably just going to shotgun the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Yo, I'm not kidding, guys. I know it sounds goofy, but honestly, UCT is just really, really, really good against MATHMECH. Obviously, if they have, like, certain extenders, they can keep playing and then they don't care. But oftentimes they don't even have the extenders, and just by getting, like, booking 2 or 3 monsters, you basically just win the game. Here, like, he probably had a second monster, but he was like, well, as soon as I summon it, I'm just going to get booked, right? Or they didn't even have another monster. So, yeah, that's, you know, Dino's going second against MATHMECH. It was a kind of weird game, but I think it still does a job of kind of showcasing in live gameplay. Then I'm going to show you a replay of a full combo going first, and I'm going to show you also a replay of the one-card combo going first. So let's get into it. All right, guys. So first off, I want to show you just the full combo. If you go full combo with Dinos going first with the MATHMECH engine, it's pretty crazy. You basically get like your typical full combo Dino board, but with a super factorial at full power. So we start with a small world here. Going to get rid of our Archosaur, banish the Dugoran from deck to get a baby. Then we can go Miscellaneousaurus effect. Miscellaneousaurus is then going to banish itself to summon an Archosaur from the deck. Let's fast forward a little here. So Archosaur, pop the baby, and then we're going to get to search the pill. Baby effect in the grave will trigger to special summon out the Oviraptor. Ovi will search a baby. Then we can go normal summon the baby. Oviraptor, pop the baby, special summon the other one from the graveyard. Then baby in the grave will trigger to special summon Scrap Raptor. Scrap Raptor, pop the baby. Baby summon another baby. You already know what it is. Then we go into a Linkaribo. Linkaribo and Scrap Raptor into a Scrap Wyvern. Then we're going to go Scrap Wyvern effect, bring back the Scrap Raptor, pop that Scrap Raptor, then we get to trigger both the Wyvern and the Scrap Raptor. So Raptor will search out a Chimera, Wyvern will summon out a Raptor, and then we get to pop the baby. Baby effect, summon out a Giant Rex, normal summon the Chimera, get to bring back the Scrap Raptor from the grave. Using Chimera and Giant Rex, we make an Alimbertion effect. Now I'm going to slow down a little bit here. Detach 2 materials to search a Circular effect. You're going to send a Nabla to the grave. We're not running Sigma in this deck. Then we use the second effect of Alimbertion, tribute itself to summon the Nabla. That allows us to trigger the Circular to search out Super Factorial. Then we'll trigger the Nabla, tributing itself to special summon from the deck a Diameter. We use Diameter, Circular, as well as our Scrap Wyvern to make ourselves an Appaloosa. Then we go double evolution pill, banishing the Giant Rex and the Alimbertion from the grave. Very important that you banish the Alimbertion here with the pill. You get to summon the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, then the Giant Rex in the banish pile will trigger, special summoning itself. We can use the OV as well as the Scrap Raptor to make ourselves a copy of Savage Dragon, equipping the Scrap Wyvern to it. Then here, this is where you get an option. So I use Giant Rex. I'm just going to pause here. I use Giant Rex and Scrap Raptor to make a Dolka. But in this situation, you can make an IP Masquerena, a Dolka, or you can also make a Lagia. So the idea would be that UCT pops either itself or the Savage after Savage already used its negate, so that you can clear up your field to be able to go super factorial. So if you have an IP Masquerena, that gives you a second monster that can kind of, you know, get itself off the field and clear up some space so that you can actually use the super factorial. But in this case, I decided to go Dolka, and that's a little redundant because we already have Appaloosa. I actually think the most optimal pick here is Lagia, because you never know if you're going to be facing Runic, and just that spell and trap negate can come in really clutch. But anyway, we definitely just tear this guy apart, so let's just go ahead and play out the duel here. So we're actually playing against Fluanderies. They activate Pot of Duality. We're actually going to shotgun negate with the Savage Dragon. They're going to activate Pot of Prosperity. you know, banishing 6 to excavate the top 6 cards of the deck. This is where we find out they're playing Fluanderies. At this point, I'm really not worried. They get their, you know, what is it called? Fluanderies and the Unexplored Winds. So they were kind of trying to tribute some of our monsters here, but we actually had the Cosmic Cyclone set, so that doesn't really matter. But this is a good situation to show that if I had a Lagia instead of a Dolka, this would have probably been better. We already had plenty of monster negates anyway, so I definitely recommend making a Lagia instead of a Dolka with this specific board here. But anyway, we're going to go Cosmic Cyclone on the spell, and that's going to pretty much wrap it up. So our opponent's going to surrender here, but I do want to say, again, like, if you want to use a Super Factorial in this kind of board state, you're going to want to use the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno effect to pop the Savage, which is why I would be pretty like liberal about using the Savage Dragon negate very early. You know, you could just use it as early as you want really, so that you have something to pop as soon as they summon something, so you can clear up your board to go Super Factorial. If you guys want to have the Super Factorial live as soon as your opponent's turn starts, you can just make like an Appaloosa with more materials, of course, but like that's at your discretion. That's up to you guys. I personally like having these options and interruptions. It makes it really hard for my opponent to play, and if they somehow can like play through a couple of interruptions and out some of my monsters, well, I have this on the crackback, you know, and I won so many games with this board. So yeah, my opponent obviously just scoops it up here. We're going to move on to the 1-card combo with Scrap Raptor, which I also won a lot of games with. So let's get into it. Okay, so let's check out here the 1-card combo with Scrap Raptor. I haven't been able to say that in a long time. Feels good to say. No need for a golem. So very simple here. We're going to normal summon the Scrap Raptor. Use the effect of Scrap Raptor, pop itself. Scrap Raptor is going to search out a Chimera, and you get a second normal summon. So we can use that second normal summon to summon out the Chimera. Chimera is going to special summon the Scrap Raptor from the grave. Here with these two, make an Alimbertion, detach 2 materials. You get to search out the Circular, just like we did in the last replay. Then Circular effect, we send a Nabla to the grave. Special Circular, use the effect of Alimbertion, bring back the Nabla. Circular trigger, we get to search the Super Factorial. Nabla effect, tribute itself. Special the Diameter from the grave. With these two, we go into IP Masquerena. Then this is not part of the 1-card combo, but I already had double evolution pill in hand, so obviously I used it. So we banished 2 from the grave, special summon out the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, and we set the Super Factorial. Now I will say again, this card right here, Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, is really good against MATHMECH. Against Runic, kind of useless, but it's okay. So our opponent goes Runic Fountain, but I actually want to wait for them to activate a Runic spell, and then I'm going to activate my Super Factorial. That way we get a couple of cards here. We're going to summon out the Laplacian using all 3 of those monsters. And the way this chain is going to resolve, our effect is going to be Chain Link 2, so it's going to stop them from getting the draws off of the fountain. So here we go. Effect of Laplacian. Send that to the grave, and they're going to try to go Freezing Curses, but we're actually going to negate the Freezing Curses with the Omni Negate that Laplacian gets, so we get to loop 1 card out of our opponent's hand, which was actually their second Runic Fountain, and they just scoop it up. Like, we absolutely obliterated Runic, right? Like, that was super easy, and honestly, like, it's just the MATHMECH cards are too good, and they're just so accessible. Then you have UCT, which is actually insane in the MATHMECH matchup, and these 2 decks are really big threats in the format. UCT is also really, really good against Sword Soul, so I actually, like, I feel really confident about this deck. Today, when I came up with the idea, and I just like tested it in solo mode, I was like, yo, I'm actually confident I can make it to Diamond 1 with this deck today, and we did. But anyway, let's get into the card by card. All right, so here's the card by card. Now, as I said earlier, I had some recommendations, like for the Dogaran, replacing it maybe for a Pank, and, you know, maybe adding some hand traps and stuff like that. But I'm not going to do that here. I'm going to show you just exactly the deck list that got me Diamond 1, right? So we have 2 copies of Archosaur, 3 Babies, 1 copy of Maxi, 3 Ash Blossom, 1 Giant Rex, 1 copy of Scrap Chimera, triple Misk, double Soul Eating Oviraptor, 1 Nabla, 1 Diameter, triple Scrap Raptor, 1 copy of Circular, 1 copy of Dogaran, double Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, double Evolution Pill, triple Fossil Dig, 3 copies of Small World, double Lost World, 1 Cosmic Cyclone for, you know, the Runic matchup, 2 copies of Called by the Grave, 1 Crossout Designator, 1 Imperm, and the one and only MATHMECH Super Factorial. Then, for the extra deck, we've got Borlode Savage Dragon, 1 copy of Lagia, 1 copy of Dolka, 1 Dugares, 1 copy of Laplacian, 1 Alimbertion, we've got the Linkuriboh and Secure Gardna, Pentastag, Scrap Wyvern, IP Masquerena, Splash Mage, Nightmare Unicorn, Appaloosa Bow of the Goddess, and Access Code Talker. Now, I do want to specify, I didn't use Splash Mage very much. I used it exactly 1 time, where I just had some, like, MATHMECH cards in my hand, and it just came up. But honestly, I would probably just remove this. Like, it's just, I don't think it's very good in the deck, to be honest with you. I was just kind of testing it out and it didn't feel very good, so I would just replace this. Honestly, you could run another level 8 synchro because they do come up a lot. You get a diameter on the field in your combo with other level 4s on the field, so you can easily make 2 level 8 synchros if you want in the combo. So it's kind of a flex spot. You could also run a goddess. Goddess feels really nice to have with the IP Masquerena, so I think that's probably the one I would put in there, to be honest. But yeah, like, that's just up to you guys. Flex spot pretty much right there. But yeah, that's the deck list. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, this deck has felt really, really solid to me. At least more solid than Dinos have felt in like a couple months, to be honest. Like, I've been really struggling with Dinos in the last couple of months. I've been wanting to make more Dino videos, but I just don't perform with them, and I don't want to like lie to you guys. So today when I came up with this idea and I actually felt confident that I could get the Diamond 1 with it, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go for it, and then I can finally give you guys a good Dino deck that you can maybe test out if you already have the Dino deck and the math cards, right? So that's gonna be it for me, guys. Thank you again for checking out the video. Huge shout out to my UCT tier members. That would be Raptor, Bongerman for 20, Dad Dude Joey, Hudaman Me, Rightos, Brett Webster, as well as Hit or Miss JT. You guys are awesome. Thanks for the support, and make sure to subscribe, guys. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers, and I think we can do it by the summer. And yeah, peace.